Hello friends, and welcome to the next video. In this video I want to talk about drumming from India. So, as you know, I spent a lot of time in India. I toured all over the whole country with some of the top percussionists of the country, Selva Ganesh and, guys like that. Just really amazing, stunning players. And I learned so much in my time there. It was truly an incredible journey that changed my drumming forever. One of the first things that I heard when drummers from India came to the school where I was going to, just blew my mind so much that it created this space in me where I had this incredible reverence for the music. It seemed so magical and so unbelievably sophisticated that forever, after that, I saw that. I must have been 20 years old. I saw that and I had this kind of like, wow, I could never do that. I could never, reach those heights. It was just crazy. The guys that came in, they were from India, and they basically told stories, and then they accompanied the stories with compositions on tabla. So there was this one composition that said, a deer was in the forest and he encounters a log. On the other side of the log, there's things he wants to eat. So he has to come through the forest and then jump over the log and get to his food. And so they did this tabla composition, which just was amazing. It sounded like the deer walking in the forest. Oh my God. I was just blown away. You could see it so clearly, so three-dimensional in your mind when they played that composition. It was just unbelievable. So through my drumming journey, I always had this thing with Indian music. And, I learned as much as I could before I got to India, of course, through the years. But when I finally got to India, it was just a whole other story. I was at one of my first classical music concerts in India. I always tell this story to my students. They laugh. And, we're all sitting there, and there was a real old woman next to me and a young boy sitting here with his family or whatever. So they start to play, and I was like, wow, really digging it, man. And 10 minutes goes by, and I'm trying to find the one. I'm like, wow, what the heck is going on up there? It was so complex and so beautiful. I was just like, my jaw hanging open. It's like, what the heck is going on? And after about 15 minutes or so, the crowd starts getting restless, right? They get restless. They start sitting up in their chairs. And all of a sudden, the playing was at its peak. And the whole crowd goes, ta, like this, right? I was completely shocked. I didn't know what was going on. I couldn't even find one, but the crowd knew exactly where they were. The old woman next to me looked at me like I was, mentally incapacitated. And the kid, he looks up at me like, this foreigner guy, man, doesn't know anything, right? It was so hilarious. Of course, the concert went on. What they were doing was playing a cycle that lasted for 15 minutes, basically. I mean, we have, we talk about cycles, 3-bar cycle, 1-bar, 4-bar. In India, there's cycles that last for 15 minutes, and there's some even said to last for days and maybe even weeks. So it's really an amazing drumming culture, which I suggest everybody, if you can, go spend time in India and learn about the drumming of India. Not only because it's just culturally amazing, but just going to change your drumming life forever. So I'm just going to outline something for you in a moment of what that's going to help you, get an idea of how they think. But just one more story for you. When I was in a conical class, I studied conical where I was teaching in this university. I went to the conical classes.
3, 4. Ta di gi na tum dim ta tum. Ta di gi na tum dim ta tum. Ta di gi na tum dim ta tum. Ta di gi na tum. Ta di gi na tum. Ta di gi na tum. Ta ki ta tum. Ta di gi na tum. Ta di gi na tum. Ta di gi na tum. Ta ki ta tum. Ta di gi na tum. Ta di gi na tum. Ta di gi na tum. Ta di gi ta tum dim ta tum. Ta di gi na tum dim ta tum. Ta di gi na tum dim ta tum. Ta di gi na tum. Ta di gi na tum. Ta di gi na tum. Ta ki ta tum. Ta di gi na tum. Ta di gi na tum. Ta di gi na tum. Ta ki ta tum. Ta di gi na tum. Slow triplet. Ta di gi na tum. Ta di gi na tum dim ta tum. Ta di gi na tum dim ta tum. Ta di gi na tum dim ta tum. Ta di gi na tum. Ta di gi na tum. Ta di gi na tum. Ta ki ta tum. Ta di gi na tum. Ta di gi na tum. Ta di gi na tum. Ta di ta dum dum. Ta di gi na tum. Ta di gi na tum. Mas. Ta di gi ta tum ta tum. Ta di gi na tum din ta tum. Ta di gi na tum din ta tum. Ta di gi na tum. Ta di gi na tum. Ta di gi na tum. Ta ki ta tum. Ta di gi na tum. Ta di gi na tum. Ta di gi na tum. Ta ki ta tum. Ta di gi na tum. Ta di gi ta din ta tum. Ta di gi ta din ta tum. Ta di gi ta din ta tum. Ta di gi na ta di gi na ta di gi na ta ki ta tum. Ta di gi na ta di gi na ta di gi na ta ki ta tum. Ta di gi na ta di gi na ta di gi na ta di gi ta din ta tum. Ta di gi ta din ta tum. Ta di gi ta din ta tum. Ta di gi na ta di gi na ta di gi na ta ki ta tum. Ta di gi na ta di gi na ta di gi na ta ki ta tum. Ta di gi na ta di gi na ta di gi na ta di gi ta din ta tum. Ta di gi ta din ta tum. Ta di gi ta din ta tum. Ta di gi na ta di gi na ta di gi na ta ki ta tum. Ta di gi na ta di gi na ta di gi na ta ki ta tum. Ta di gi na ta di gi na ta di gi na ta ki ta din ta tum. Ta di gi ta din ta tum. Ta di gi ta din ta tum. Ta di gi na ta di gi na ta di gi na ta tum. Ta di gi na ta di gi na ta di gi na ta ki ta tum. Ta di gi na ta di gi na ta di gi na ta Tataka junno tataki tataka junno tlankadum katam tlankadum katam.
And one of my gurus or teachers, he was like, okay, somebody give me a string of numbers. And the students were like, okay, 57, 102, 99, 275, 7, 5, 120. Teacher goes, okay. Boom, and he spits out the answer like that, right? And he says, now I'm going to play a composition based on what you guys told me. I could not believe it, right? I could not believe it. That's how far ahead of us they are rhythmically. In the West, we think, we have some great drumming going on, but it's actually what we have going on is a series of patterns and sequences with just a few rates happening, right? A few rates accelerated to the point where, maybe humanly you can't play any faster for now. But speed is a total illusion because it depends on your starting point, right? So the human ear, when it perceives a certain starting point, when you accelerate rates, it perceives it as faster. But if you compare, what seems faster to actually fast, like unplayable anymore, it's all relative, It's very interesting. So what I want to do is to give you an insight into how they are thinking, and something that can help your drumming as well. It's called a diminution, right? What it is it's in 4/4 time, and it's a cycle actually of 3. Okay, but it's a diminution. It's a cycle of 3 because you have to do it 3 times for it to land back on the 1 again. Okay, so the diminution is this: 8 notes. Okay, I'm just gonna play for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, the next set is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The next 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 3. 1, 2, 3. Then 2. 1, 2. And 1 is a space. Okay, so in 4/4 time, it's going to sound like this. It's all basically 16th notes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, so as you can hear, that's the whole cycle. That's one part of the cycle. What you do is repeat that 3 times, and it lands on 1 again. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate for you. I'm going to count it separately because it's really tough to count and play it at the same time. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So that's the diminution. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 3, 2, and 1. Okay? Now, you can do a further diminution of this by increasing the rate the very last time, which is something they do all the time. And that's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Okay, so you're increasing the rate, well, you're playing the same phrase, basically, okay? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's a beautiful part of a conical composition, okay? And that will give you an idea of how Indian drumming works in a lot of ways, okay? So if you are curious about the sticking that I'm using, I mean, it could be anything. You just play it all singles, right? If you want to do the diminution that way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you can just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I'm using paradiddles and combinations of paradiddles. 1, 2, 3, 4. The last 4 are singles as well as the last 3. So, yeah, that composition is something that really changed my life also. And you can learn it. Basically, they learn it by using conical as well. Takadina, taki-ta-ta, taki-ta-taki-ta-ta, like that. Okay, so I really hope you enjoyed this video, and it gives you a little bit of insight into drumming from India. It's what inspired my book, Paradiddles and the Magic Sticking, because when I heard all this type of drumming, I was just amazed. So again, I want to say thank you to everyone who's watching the videos, everyone who's sending in super thanks and amazing comments. I'm honored that so many great drummers from all over the world are watching these videos. And it's something that I plan on keeping it going because it seems to be very helpful for a lot of people. And if I can help to maybe turn people on to drumming from different parts of the world, I'm happy. Okay, folks, see you in the next video.